Words are constantly being used incorrectly. Not sure if a word you used in your writing is correct? Watch this video lesson to learn 3 ways to identify errors in word use. Words and language. In our society, we rely heavily on language to communicate. Words are the building blocks of language, and as such, it is imperative we use them correctly. Otherwise, expressions and messages we wish to convey to others won't be understood. With that being said, there are many words that get used incorrectly in speech and writing. In speech, it is easier to flow over these errors in word use. This is because when you are talking with another person, you use other aspects for communication, like context, facial expressions, and body language. But in writing, all you have are the words. When words are used wrongly, communication through writing is greatly affected. There are many mistakes in word use, but for this lesson, we will look at 3 common mistakes and how to avoid making those mistakes. Wrong situation. The first common misuse of words happens when words are used in the wrong situations. Every word has a certain function or definition for communication. It is important that words are used according to those functions. For example, we use transitional words in writing to show relationship and connect ideas. Many people easily confuse transitional words and use them incorrectly. Look at this sentence: Mike wanted to go to the baseball game, furthermore, he had to work that night. The transitional word furthermore is being used in the wrong situation. Furthermore has a function of adding on similar information or ideas. The ideas in this sentence are contrasting, thus you need a contrasting transition like however. Mike wanted to go to the baseball game, however, he had to work that night. Another wrong situation mistake includes the words set and sit. Some people use these words interchangeably, but that is a major mistake. Sit can only be used when referring to being seated. On the other hand, set should be used when placing an object somewhere. For example, this sentence, he sat the books on the desk, should be changed to, he set the books on the desk. A final example of words used in the wrong situation involve who versus which. Who always refers to people. As in this sentence, the girls, who love to swim, spent their whole summer at the pool. In this case, the girls are people, and so who needs to be used to add in the information about loving to swim. Use which when referring to inanimate objects. As in this sentence, the desk, which belongs to Tim, was broken during the move. Which is referring to the desk, an inanimate object, and so is being used correctly. Always pay attention to what you are referring to when using who and which, so you do not use either word in the wrong situation. Adjective versus adverb. A second common mistake with word use has to do with adjectives and adverbs. Remember, an adjective is a word that describes a noun, whereas an adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective or another adverb. The most common way to identify adverbs is to look for the suffix ly. Almost all adverbs end with this suffix. If you are using a word to describe a verb, adjective or another adverb, you need to use the adverb form. Look at this sentence as an example: some people use words wrong. Do you notice anything incorrect? Some of you may be thinking this sentence is correct. However, you need to look at the form of the word wrong. Wrong is an adjective, it describes nouns. You can have the wrong answer, or the wrong outfit. What is wrong describing in this example? In this sentence, wrong is describing the verb use, thus the adverb form needs to be used. The sentence should read, some people use words wrongly. Pay close attention when using adjectives and adverbs to what those words are describing. Quick is an adjective and needs to describe a noun, while quickly is the adverb form for describing verbs. Real is an adjective that needs to describe a noun, while really is the adverb that needs to describe an adjective, verb or another adverb. In your writing, be sure to look for adjectives and adverbs being used mistakenly. Non-words. A final way people use the wrong words is using words that aren't really words, or non-words. Non-words are very common in our speech, but should be avoided at all costs in writing. Again, the spoken word can stretch basic grammatical rules, since other aspects can help communication. A first example of a non-word is ain't. Many people use ain't to stand in for the verb to be combined with not. For example, look at this sentence, he ain't going to the game. The correct version is, he is not going to the game. Ain't is never a replacement for using the verb to be along with not. The sentence should read, he is not going to the game. A second non-word commonly used is y'all. This non-word is used as a contraction for you all. Look at this sentence, y'all can go shopping tomorrow. In this case, the word all should simply not be used. The pronoun you can be used to refer to a single person or a group of people. The correct way to form that sentence is, you can go shopping tomorrow. The you refers to multiple people, and the all is completely unnecessary. Non-words. A final example of a non-word is supposedly. This non-word is often used in a sentence meaning theoretically, as in this example, Ben supposedly wrote the English paper himself. This is a case of simple mispronunciation. Speakers of this non-word really should say supposedly, since the root word is suppose, which means to assume. There is no B sound in this word. You should be sure to pronounce it correctly and say supposedly. The sentence should be, Ben supposedly wrote the English paper himself. There are many more non-words that are used in our language, but be sure to check your writing and avoid using any of these non-words.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and press bell icon, for quick intimation of new videos.